Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to another episode of the Muslim Nasheed Show. Today we're going to be looking at the top 10 biggest nasheed artists in the world. And we're going to play each one of their biggest hits. This is based on YouTube and Spotify data. And we have a playlist for YouTube and Spotify of each one of the artists' biggest hits. So, let's do this!
And stop.
Number 10 is Omar Esa. Omar Esa started back in 2011 as a mainstream R&B artist. He got into Islam more and he felt that he needed to get away from the mainstream industry and actually go into the nasheed world. He's had #1 albums in the global Apple Music charts with My Muslim Family and also more recently Allah and His Beloved. Now if we break down the data a bit more, I have to be honest, I thought Omar Esa would be higher up in the charts. I think the reason is partly because I guess I'm a bit biased. I'm UK based. I hear Omar Esa more. I see Omar Esa more. But I guess if you go to other parts of the world, Omar Esa isn't exposed as much, it seems. Omar Esa's biggest track, which is more targeted towards children, is Jumma Mubarak. Have a listen.
Jumma Jumma Mubarak, Jumma Jumma Mubarak, Jumma Jumma Mubarak. It is Friday, this is the best day. Jumma Jumma Mubarak, Jumma Jumma Mubarak.
Number 9 is Zain Bhikha. Zain Bhikha is based in South Africa. He usually performs with a drummer and a group of backing singers. What is interesting is those backing singers actually sang in the big Disney movie Lion King. Unbelievable. Zain Bhikha has been in the industry for 25 years. Zain has 300,000 subscribers, but he has 60,000 listeners a month, which is a bit more than Omar Esa. There's more weight on average listeners than followers, subscribers. So that's why Zain Bhikha is at number. Big Egyptian singer. He has 1.4 million subscribers on YouTube. He gets 92,000 listeners on Spotify. He rose to prominence by doing Islamic cover songs. He works closely with another big Egyptian singer, Mohammed Tarek. Check out his biggest track, Mola Ya Salli, with a collaboration with his friend, Mohammed Tarek.
مولاي صل وسلم دائما أبدا على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم. يا نبي سلام عليك، يا رسول سلام عليك، يا حبيب سلام عليك، صلوات الله عليك.
Number 7 is Humood AlKhudher. Hammud is a Kuwaiti-based singer. He started at 10 years old, unbelievably, as a backing singer for his uncle. In 2015, he signed up to Maher Zain's Awakening record label. He gets hundreds of millions of views on YouTube. He has 1.45 million subscribers. He gets 100,000 listeners on Spotify every month. His biggest track, Kun Anta, was #1 in the global Apple Music charts. So, have a listen.
في القلب لا 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 نرضي الناس بما لا نرضاه لنا حالا ذاك جمالنا يسمو يتعالى كن أنت تزدد جمالا.
Number 6 is Mohammed Tarek, who I mentioned earlier works closely with his friends Muhammad Yusuf. Mohammed Tarek has 2.46 million subscribers on YouTube. He gets 108,000 listeners a month on Spotify. He's a big Egyptian singer. He has 95 million views on YouTube. Check out his biggest track, again with Muhammad Yusuf. It's called Aisha Isri Rasulullah.
حبك له حب من يحبه فصرت حب الناس لقلوب المسلمين بنت أبي بكر حبيبي رفيق النبي رسول الله.
Before we get to number 5, I want to highlight I have a new video out for Momento. It's a humming version. Check it out. Number 5 is Mishary Rashid Alafasy. He is probably the most famous reciter of the Quran, especially amongst the youth. Actually, a lot of people don't know he is a massive Nasheed artist. He actually has the biggest following out of all the Nasheed artists. And I think the reason for that isn't necessarily his Nasheeds, it's to do with his recitation of the Quran. So it's really difficult to kind of analyze the data. There is more weight on his listeners a month. However, we do have to take into fact the number of followers he has. So the number of followers he has on YouTube is much more than anybody else on this chart. He's got 77 million subscribers. MashaAllah. However, he gets 90,000 listeners a month on Spotify. So again, we have to put more weight on his listeners per month. The Mishary Rashid Alafasy has the biggest track out of everybody in this chart. Got 230 million views on YouTube. Have a list. 4 is Ahmed Bukhatir. Now we're looking at more traditional based Nasheeds. He is a Emirati Nasheed singer based in UAE. He started releasing Nasheeds in 1999. He studied Islam for a long time as part of his education. His style is very traditional. It's what I believe the older generation would consider Nasheeds being Nasheeds. And Ahmed Bukhatir has less subscribers than some of the people I mentioned. He's got 800,000 on YouTube. But in terms of listeners a month, he's got much more. He's got 135,000 listeners a month. That's why he's higher up. His biggest hit, which is Nasheed Ya Adiman.
يا رب العباد وانتشت روحي وصار الدمع يجري يا إلهي خذ بقلبي للرشاد.
Number 3, Mohammed Muqit. He has less followers than some of the people I mentioned. He's got 460,000 subscribers on YouTube. However, he gets 200,000 listeners a month on Spotify. That's why he's higher up on the chart. He's based in Saudi Arabia, Riyadh. He is actually a principal teacher at a school. Amazing. He is the most popular artist on the Merciful Servant YouTube channel. He is a more traditional based Nasheed artist similar to Ahmed Bukhatir mentioned earlier. He strongly believes in not having any instruments. Check out his biggest track, The Way of Tears.
سبيل الدموع سبيل مريح تنهد يا صاحي كي تستريح وبث الدعاء الخفي الصريح يسعك الفضاء الرحيم الفسيح.
So the last two singers are massive. You know they're big when the previous artists are covering these last two singers. Number 2 is Sami Yusef. Sami Yusef has 3 million subscribers on YouTube. He gets 300,000 listeners a month on Spotify. He's sold 45 million albums to date and more. He was born in Iran, Tehran. He has parents from Azerbaijan. He's British based, raised in the west side of London. He first released in 2003. He has hundreds of millions of views on YouTube. That's just himself. Yet he also has 100 millions of views on YouTube based on cover songs of his. He has nasheeds in movies. He does music with instruments, but we're going to play a vocal version of his biggest track, Hasbi Rabbi. Have a listen.
حسبي ربي جل الله 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 ما في قلبي غير الله 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 وتنهى كونه الله الله بادشاه وكونه الله الله مهربا وكونه الله الله
Number 1 is Maher Zain. Maher Zain has 3.2 million subscribers. He has 640,000 listeners a month. He has the most covered songs by other artists. He has hundreds of millions of views on YouTube. He has 26 million fans across multiple platforms. He was born in Lebanon, but his family migrated to Sweden. He started as a music producer with one of the biggest music producers right now, Red One. Red One is famous for his collaboration with Lady Gaga on her albums. Later on, he moved away from music producing to being an Islamic Nasheed artist. He gets 100 million views on YouTube per month. He is killing it. Have a listen to his biggest track, Ya Nabi Salami Alaik.
يا نبي سلام عليك يا رسول سلام عليك يا حبيب سلام عليك صلوات الله عليك يا نبي سلام عليك يا رسول سلام.
So that was completely surprising and complete shock with some of the position of many of the artists. I have a playlist if you want to go through each one of the artists' biggest hits. It's for YouTube and Spotify. For now, take care. Assalamu alaikum.